Good morning, dear student. Standard 10, chapter number 2, polynomials. As we know what is polynomial, here general form of polynomial is given a0 plus a1x plus a2x square plus a3x cube plus dot dot plus an x raised to n. So it is the general form of polynomial. Degree of polynomial. The highest power of the variable in a polynomial is called its degree. Here I have given one example, px. It is denoted by px, q of x, r of x. We know very well. Here p of x equal to 5x plus 3. So here highest degree of variable x is 1. We can understand here. So degree of this whole polynomial is 1. Same way we are given second polynomial q of y. It is of y variable. Q of y equal to 3y square plus 4y minus 4. So here highest degree of variable we can see y has 2 degree, 1 degree. So highest degree is 2. So degree of the polynomial is 2. According to degree, we make some types of polynomial: linear polynomial, quadratic polynomial, and cubic polynomial. Linear polynomial. A polynomial of degree 1 is called linear polynomial. Its general form is ax plus b. Ax plus b. Here you can see x is to 1. So this form is said linear polynomial. Now quadratic polynomial. A polynomial of degree 2 is called a quadratic polynomial. Its general form is ax square plus bx plus c. X is to 2, it is the highest degree, it is 2, so it is said quadratic polynomial. Here a, b, c, they are constant, and also a is not equal to 0. A, b, c, they are constant, they are coefficient, real coefficient, right? Now cubic polynomial. A polynomial of degree 3 is called a cubic polynomial. Degree 3, highest degree of polynomial, then it is said cubic. Its general form is ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. Same here, a is not equal to 0, a, b, c, d, they are constant, as well they are real coefficient. Now we study some graph. Here you can see graph. Here number 1, number 2. In number 1 graph, line, it is a graph and it is a straight line. It is parallel to x-axis. So it does not intersect x-axis. So this graph has no 0. So number of 0 is 0. Here in second graph is intersecting x-axis in 1 point. So this graph has 1, 0. Now dear friends, we will discuss exercise 2.1. Question number 1. The graph of y equal to px are given in the figure given below. For some polynomials p of x, find the number of zeros of p of x in each case. You can see there are 6 questions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All 6 they are graphs. Here in first one, you can see straight line. It does not intersect x-axis. So graph number 1 has 0, no 0. So number of 0 for first graph is 0. So graph 1 has no 0. In second number, you can see graph intersect x-axis in 1 point. So this graph has 1, 0. In third one, you can see graph intersect in graph you can see it is intersecting x-axis in 1 point, second point, and 3. So 3 points, they are intersecting point. So graph 3 has 3 zeros. In number 4, you can see graph is intersecting x-axis in 2 points. So this graph has 2 zeros. But now you can solve yourself number 5 and number 6. How many zeros graph number 5 has? How many number of zeros graph number 6 has? You have to do yourself. Dear student, we know that quadratic equation, its general form is ax square plus bx plus c. When we are given quadratic equation, we will be asked to find its zeros and sum of zeros, product of zeros. So we can do that also directly. If we accept zeros as alpha and beta, we know that it is a quadratic equation. So highest degree is 2. So the given equation has maximum number of zeros 2. 2 zeros may be equal, may be different. That means distinct. Now see, ax square plus bx plus c. So alpha and beta are zeros, then alpha plus beta equal to minus b upon a. That means minus b, that means coefficient of x upon coefficient of x square. Same way, product of these two zeros, that means alpha into beta, equal to c upon a. C, that means constant term, upon a, that means coefficient of x square. Dear students, now we are studying exercise 2.2. You can see question number 1. Find the zeros of the following quadratic polynomials and verify the relationship between the zeros and the coefficients. Question number 1, first one, x square minus 2x minus 8. We are taking that polynomial p of x. So we take p of x equal to 0. Therefore, x square minus 2x minus 8 equal to 0. Therefore, now we have to do split method. We have to think how can we get minus 8 as product, and we have to think sum of which two number it is minus 2. So same number should be applied here. So we can understand 4 2s are 8. Minus 4 plus 2. Minus 4 plus 2. We are getting minus 2. And minus 4 into 2. That is minus 8. So we can split here x square minus 4x plus 2x minus 8 equal to 0. Right? Therefore, what we can get common from first two? X minus 4 plus 2 x, yes, 2, you are getting 2 common. So in the bracket it will remain x minus 2 into 4 is equal to 0. What we can get common? Again x minus 4. So you can write x minus 4 as a common part you have taken, remains in the product x plus 2 equal to 0. That means first bracket is 0 or second is 0. Therefore x minus 4 equal to 0 or x plus 2 equal to 0. Therefore x equal to 4 or x equal to minus 2. We have to take both as alpha and beta respectively. Therefore alpha equal to 4, beta equal to minus 2. Now we will verify the relationship between the zeros and coefficient. Here we are verifying for addition, sum, and right side we will verify for product, for multiplication. So we start alpha plus beta equal to minus b upon a. Therefore, left side we are taking addition, 4 plus minus 2 equal to, here right side we are taking minus b. Here you can understand what is your a, what is your a, 1, what is your b, coefficient of x, minus 2, what is your c itself, minus 8. So here minus, what is your b, b you have taken minus 2 upon a, 1. Here left side you are getting 4 plus minus 2, 4 minus 2 plus 2, same here 2. Therefore LHS equal to RHS. Same way for the product, alpha into beta equal to C upon A. Left side alpha, that is 4 into minus 2 equal to right side C minus 8 upon A, 1. Therefore minus 8 equal to minus 8. Therefore LHS equal to RHS. Thus, the relationship between zeros and coefficient of given polynomial is verified. Now friends, we are taking question number 3 of first one. We are given polynomial 6x square minus 3 minus 7x. So we write p of x equal to, we have to write all the terms in the decreasing order of the degree. So very first 6x square, then 1 degree of term, that means minus 7x, then 0 degree, that means constant term, minus 3. Now we are taking, suppose p of x equal to 0, therefore 6x square minus 7x minus 3 equal to 0. Therefore now we have to again think, here you have to take 6 3s are 18 and that is minus 18 because of minus 3. So we have to think and split. We have to take two numbers such that their product is minus 18, but sum of those two numbers must be here minus 7. So you can think, now we are getting here 9 2s are 18, but 9 2s are, but we require minus 18. So minus 9 2s are, minus 9 plus 2 minus 7. So they are correct part. We write 6x square minus 9x plus 2x minus 3 equal to 0. Therefore now we have to get common between from 6 and 9. We can get common 3 2s are, 3 3s are. So 3x inside the bracket 2x minus 3 plus nothing is common, that means HCF, that is 1 1. So 2x minus 3 equal to 0. We can get common bracket 2x minus 3. What remains? 3x plus 1 equal to 0. Therefore 2x minus 3 equal to 0, or second bracket 3x plus 1 equal to 0. Therefore 2x equal to 3. Therefore x equal to 3. Here 2 is in the form of product, so it will go as a divider, 3 upon 2. Therefore here 3x equal to minus 1, plus 1 go right side, becomes minus 1. Therefore x equal to minus 1 upon 3. Therefore alpha equal to 3 upon 2, first 0, beta equal to minus 1 upon 3, second 0. Now we will verify relationship between coefficients and zeros. Very first, we determine A, B and C. We can compare here A equal to 6, ax square, that means A equal to 6. B equal to, yes, here we have to go, B equal to -7 and C equal to -3. Now here we are at the left side verifying sum of zeros, right side we are verifying product. Alpha plus beta equal to minus b upon a. Therefore, alpha plus beta, that means sum. Alpha is what we can see and what is beta. Alpha we write 3 upon 2 plus minus 1 upon 3. Right side minus b, that means -7 upon a, that is 6. Here left side in the simplification 3 upon 2 minus 1 upon 3. Here right side minus and minus, so it becomes 7 upon 6 plus 7 upon 6. Left side LCM is 6. We can multiply here 3, so 3 3s are minus what to multiply, again we see 3 and 2, 2 and 3 they are denominator, so LCM is 6. Here 2 3s are 6 multiplied 2 3s are 3 3s are 9. Here 6 multiplied 3 2s are, so we are getting 2 into 1, that is 2, equal to 7 upon 6. That means 9 minus 2 upon 6, 7 upon 6. Therefore 7 upon 6 equal to 7 upon 6. So it is verified. Now we discuss about product. Alpha into beta equal to C upon A. C, that is constant term, upon coefficient of x square. Therefore alpha into beta, that means alpha 3 upon 2, beta minus 1 upon 3. What is your C? Constant term -3. What is your A? 6. Therefore here left side 3 3 cancel, so you are getting -1 upon 2. Here same way 3 1s are 3 2s are -1 upon 2. Hence we have verified the relationship between coefficient and zeros. Thus the relationship between the zeros and coefficient in given polynomial is verified.